guys, Angel here. I'm so excited about this video. The other day I received a message or a question, and I wanted to answer it via YouTube, as always, hoping that this one question will help so many other people out. And there was a real reason why I wanted to do this answer via YouTube, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So the question is, hi Angel, I need your advice. I've been dating this 62-year-old man for 8 months now. I'm 63. He's well known and very popular with the ladies. For a man his age, I think it's a little absurd to be so attached to his cell and to Facebook. Okay. He has a habit that I find disrespectful. He posts flirty comments such as, got my temperature rising, sexy chocolate, or, ow, never seen you without your glasses, sexy. It sends my pressure sky high. We've discussed it and he has promised to stop. But then he asks, am I stalking his Facebook? Otherwise, he's good to me. Am I overreacting? Now, the reason why I wanted to do this video is because of the age of the lady and the gentleman that she's writing about. This is something that just troubles my spirit. And this is to the writer. What troubles me the most is that at 63 years old, you are questioning if you're overreacting on what you want in your life. Like, that burdens my soul. That hurts me, because I know that there are so many women that are in that age range that come from that generation of getting a man was like the goal. Getting a man was like the prize. Like, you made it once you got a man or got a husband. Like, that was the goal. And that was years ago. That was back when women didn't have the equal rights to vote, to work outside of the home, and to go out there and actually make a living for themselves. However, it's totally different today. We don't need a man to provide for us. However, I believe as women, this woman, I need my husband. I know there's a lot of women that feel like I don't need a man. I need my husband. But going back to that back in the day adage, if you don't have a husband, then what are you doing with your life? I want you to realize that you are the prize. You are the ticket. Like, even in scripture, God says that when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing and finds favor with the Lord. Men don't realize, like, I wish, especially the men that have these commitment phobias, whatever that means. But I believe that a man's life is good while he's single, and he can be successful and got it going on, and doors are opening for him. However, like scripture says, when he finds a wife, he finds a good thing and finds favor with the Lord. I believe that until a man finds his wife, his life will just explode after he finds his wife. She's a covering for him. She's a helpmeet for him. And I think as women, we don't realize the position that we are in a man's life. When you recognize the position that you are in this man's life, the position that you want to be in this man's life, you will realize, when I say the position, I mean the value that you bring to his life, the blessings that you bring to his life. If you don't recognize the value that you bring into his life, he's not going to value you. And I do think this is absolutely insane. If your spouse or your partner is doing something that you don't like, and I'm not talking about like a extracurricular activity that they have, like say if they like to play basketball a lot, or that they got some extracurricular activities that involves them and their hobbies, and they're not keeping that in balance with spending time with you, I believe that that can cause a problem. However, when your spouse or your significant other has a problem that interferes with your confidence within yourself and your security within this relationship, meaning it's involving other people, he makes you feel uncomfortable around other women, or he's making you feel uncomfortable by posting these things on social media, that is like a huge deal breaker. Because if you are seeing that he's saying these things on Facebook and on social media, and he sees that you're irritated with it, and you guys have had this conversation and he still continues to do it, what makes you think that he's not taking these conversations offline and actually meeting up with these women, because you're still putting up with it? So I don't think that you're overreacting on the situation. However, what I do think what you are overreacting on is your feelings and how and who and what and the things that you're going to allow in your life. You can never overreact on that. This is your life. This is your life we're talking about. How can you overreact? I think that has such a negative connotation to it. Like when some people say to women, you know, you're so picky, that's why you can't get a man, or you're so picky. Even with our food, you know, we tell our children, oh, she's just so picky. That has such a negative meaning attached to it. Why can't we just know what we like? I know what I want in a man. Why does that have to be picky? Or I know what I want to eat. Why does that have to be labeled as picky? So no, I don't think you're overreacting. I just think that you're overreacting on taking a look at what you want in your life and thinking that this man not doing what you want him to do. So in conclusion, I don't think that you're overreacting on the situation. What I think you're overreacting on is you accepting this thing into your life. You can never overreact on the things that you are going to tolerate in your life. And moving forward, know that you are the prize. His life will be magnificent when he links up with you. He will be so honored. God will shine favor on him. For a man that takes care of his household, the possibilities of joy in his life are just endless. I really believe that God honors and shines light and favor on a man that takes care of his woman and his children and his household as a whole. So to my 60-something-year-old viewer, I hope this video has helped you and other women, and I'll see you guys in the next video.